Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
In this video, I'm going to share with you the thought process or the personality changes that take place from being a youngster to, as you become older. It's more like the wisdom of the ages. Like, many times I get this question like, Loy, how are you different from your 20s versus now in your 40s or going to your 50s? So I will discuss these points, and I've written down on my monitor, which I'm seeing, I've written down 13 points which I feel are extremely important. Okay. And it is, if you're young, this will be very useful for you to listen to and make you understand how people who are elder to you think, people who are elder or senior or your mentors. And if you're already in that age bracket of 40s and 50s like me, you would definitely relate to it. And, it would kind of give you a reinforcement as to whether what you're doing is right or wrong. Okay. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Loy Machedo. I'm heavily involved in helping people get well-paying jobs in the Middle East, especially UAE, Dubai. Sometimes it even goes 10 times more than what they are getting, which surprises me. The other thing is people book my services for personal and professional coaching. I have around 6,000, nearly 6,800 videos where you can see my opinion on various subjects. So details about me and my services in the description. Now, I sat down and I asked myself, when I was younger versus today, what were some of the changes? I asked myself that my mentor, what made my mentor better than me? I even asked myself, why is it some people are so very successful while others are plain vanilla? What is the difference? So I compiled these points into 13 points, which I feel are very important for anyone to succeed. Okay. And it's a reflection of maturity that comes with time. All right. So I'll give you the 13 points. Feel free to agree, disagree, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. See, the first one, the first major change that I found between Loy Machedo of the younger days versus today is, in my younger days, I would just get up. After I get up, just start the day. I wouldn't know what I want to do. Yes, I would know that, okay, today I'm supposed to do this or go to work or buy this, buy that. But that would be about it. And there would be a sense of excitement, and there would be happy. Like, for example, when you see children, when they wake up, they don't have any agenda. They don't have anything to worry about. My daughter, when she gets up, she is, after once, the sleepiness goes away, she is joking, she is talking, she wants to eat chocolates, or she wants to watch her TV program, or she's happy if she sees a friend she's playing. So that sense of lightness, the enthusiasm, the excitement, or the fun is all there. But for a person who is in their 50s, they are not that way. When they wake up with a very heavy head. If you see, they're very moody. Like, for example, when I wake up in the morning, I'm not a very chirpy, happy, this thing. The last thing which I want is someone barging into my room. By the way, if you don't know, I sleep in this very room. I sleep here. I don't sleep with my wife and kid. They are in the other room, the bedroom. This is my office. This is the place where this is like my den. Okay, my creative zone. So when I wake up, I like my cup of black espresso, as you can see here. Okay. And I like to sit here and, I wake up with a heavy head because I'm still thinking. Before sleeping, I was thinking about the problems, challenges, goals, strategies, what I want to do, so many things. And when I wake up, it's once again, it's like a continuation of the previous day. So I'm always in the zone. And when I wake up, I'm not waking up with, hey, yeah, let's go, let's rock the rock the party and let's have fun. No, I sit and think what is to be done, and I have a clear vision of what I have to do throughout the day. And also, I make use of my notes. I write down what I'm supposed to do. It's all there. It's all in front of me. Okay, even my Google Docs has a list of things to do, ideas, everything else. I have a folder with ideas, a folder with the to-do lists. It becomes very, you become very obsessed with your time, your life, with what you're going to do. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm very serious, very heavy-headed, and for the next 1 to 2 hours or 3 hours, sometimes I don't want to be disturbed. I ask my wife, get me the coffee, and then I'm busy. Okay. So the first one is, you'll see people who are mature, people who are successful, their minds are working 24/7. Okay, that's a first trait. The second thing is, more than anything in the world, you'll realize that time is the most valuable resource ever. Like, sometimes when I tell my wife, okay, has the garbage been thrown? No, we'll throw it later. No, we do it now. We do it now. Everything is like important. If you don't do this, there'll be something else. So get rid of it. We are free. Time is so very important. Even when I get a client who wants to talk to me, and the client says, I want to talk. Get to the point. What do you want? That is why I charge people by the hour, because then they know, Oshish, every minute counts. And I tell people, listen, get to the point fast. So, I'll be able to give you a solution. I'll give you something extra. I don't mind paying a premium. I actually do this. If you can finish my work faster and in tip top quality, whatever, not sacrificing quality, I'll pay you extra. If I want something, I want it fast. That is why, people, they don't mind paying a premium, whether it's YouTube premium or whatever. There are some games where you have to sit and watch the ads for maybe 30 seconds to 1 minute. I, on the other hand, when I was in my younger days, okay, free game, I'll sit and watch all the ads. Today, I don't mind paying $100, no ads. Let me just enjoy the game. Even food, I don't mind paying extra to get food on time. Your time is so very important, because you'll not get it back. That is why do you think people, many business people, they have their own private jet. They travel first class. They don't want to wait in line. They don't want to stand there wasting time checking their phone and chit chatting. No, time is of essence. Maybe you'll not realize this, but as you grow older, you realize, man, I have very less time. For me, 24 hours a day is too short, man. Is too short. Sometimes I even think to myself, sleeping is a waste of time, man. If you sleep, what do you achieve? You're relaxing your body. Yes, I have to take care of my health. I'm aware of that. But you don't accomplish anything when you're sleeping. So these are the things you'll realize. So time is very, very important. That is why when I speak to anyone, get to the bloody point. What do you fucking want? And sometimes that is why many people, why they prefer, instead of having a girlfriend and wasting time, they'll just go to someone, paid sex, pay, have their fun and fantasy. I'm not endorsing it, but this is a reality. They just pay, have their fun, bye bye. That's about it. So less headache. Time is of essence, and you'll understand this only when you reach a level where you're paid such a high premium per hour. That is why so many companies, they don't mind having their own private jet for the CEO, because if you calculate what he's getting per hour, maybe it's millions. So for them, having a private jet is much more cheaper. Doesn't have to stand in line, doesn't have to wait. Just fly, come back, go to 10 places. And that is why even nowadays, why Zoom meetings, why online conferences, everything, they want to do it fast. Time is of essence. Number 3 is, as you grow older, I think you tend to be very practical. For me, if today someone tells me, Loy, I'll make you very famous, man, Loy, after 1 year, we're going to generate this X amount of money and all that. When I was young, in my younger days, if anyone told me, Loy, I'm going to make you famous, man, you're going to earn shitloads of money, I would be so carried away. In my younger days, when I was a DJ and MC, aspiring this thing, people would tell me, Loy, if you work for free, I'll make sure that the MTV producers get your tape, get to know about you. Oh, I would love to work for free. One day I'm going to be a famous film star. If people would tell me, Loy, you're going to make shitloads of money, man, after 1 year, I'd be like, okay, I'll work for free. Today, if someone tells me all that, sorry, you pay me now? Later, we'll worry about later. If anyone tells me, Loy, I'm going to make you very famous, I don't want to be famous. Loy, after 1 month, I'll give you. No, give me now. Very, very practical. In fact, I don't mind even losing a client if the client doesn't pay me in advance immediately. This has come through burning my fingers. So I'm very, very practical in that way. That is why even my wife, when she tells me, why do I love you so much? Why do I care about you so much? I tell her, because I'm rich. I give you a better life. I take care of all your needs and wants. I'm making you live like a queen. And you know for a fact you'll not get a guy like me who doesn't smoke, doesn't drink, doesn't fornicate, doesn't go with other women. And you're living, your standards are that of a foreigner right now. And, then she's like, can't you say something romantic? And sometimes when she asks, oh, I love you so much, what do you want me to do for you? She's thinking hugs and kisses and romance. I say, you love me, right? Prove it. Go, clean, do some work. There is a lot of work to be done in the house. Take care of the baby. I give her something to do. So show it with action. So I'm very practical in this way. Even when people say, Loy, I'm a big fan of yours, man. Loy, I love your content. Loy, brother, ready to die for you. Tell me what you want. Anything I'll do for you. Yeah, give me some money. Straight away, I tell them, give me. That is why so many of my so-called school friends, one of them, I won't give you his name, just to protect his identity. He got back to me and he's now this big time movie maker and all that. So he was like, Machan, Loy, bro, bro, you have changed so much. And you know that I really care about you. He was trying to act like a big brother kind of this thing. Loy, listen. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever. Because, he's getting in touch with me after 25 years, 30 years, sorry. So he said, Loy, anytime you want anything, you contact me. Loy, even if you need money, anytime, no matter, you call me. Immediately, that very second, I said, okay, fine. Since anytime I want money, you'll give me money. Give me $100 right now. Support me for my channel work. Okay, give me $100. Suddenly his color changed. He didn't expect. He thought I would ask him one day. No, give it to me now. I'll use the $100 later. Finished, he vanished. So for me, it's very practical. If you tell me you're my best friend, you're my this, you're my that, you're ready to die for me, all that, give me the money. Then you come to know people's true colors. So number 3 is you tend to be very practical. Number 4, this is something that cannot be measured, but something that is extremely important. And I follow this policy, whether it is dealing with trolls, dealing with haters online, dealing with customers, dealing with clients, my own lifestyle, even my own wife. It is called peace of mind. I've told my wife very clearly, the day you start making my life miserable, bye-bye. I don't give a damn. You take the baby and you go. I want peace of mind, because if I have peace of mind, I can work, I can take care of myself, I can take care of you, I can take care of the baby. Make sure I have peace of mind. See, right now, my wife and kid both are at home. There's no noise. Absolutely none. Why? They want peace of mind when I'm working. You might say, Loy, you're such an animal. I don't give a damn what you think. For me, peace of mind. Even when I deal with clients, if a client is problematic, I don't want to deal with that person. I might as well throw the money back and have my peace of mind rather than work with someone and destroy my peace of mind. Why do you think I've said no to so many job offers, so many partnerships, so many? I enjoy being independent. The peace of mind is priceless. See, I stay in my small little room. I have my own life. I have independence. I can be creative. I can do my work whenever I like, sleep whenever I. This gift, this freedom, this peace of mind, you can never get it, man. It's priceless. So for me, I value peace of mind, and you'll come to know that many people who are very rich, very successful, they want this peace of mind, because that money cannot buy. And end of the day, remember, when you lie down, you want to go to sleep peacefully. You don't want to be, tossing and turning. That is why I never tell a lie. That is why I never bullshit. I keep it as real as possible. Whether you like me or don't like me, I'll keep it as real as possible. And that saves me a headache, because if I tell you one lie, then I have to tell you another 100 lies to cover that one lie. So might as well tell you the truth, even if it's ugly. So remember, peace of mind is number 4. Number 5, I tend to be very realistic. Okay. And I do the same with my clients. Like, for example, I had this 40-year-old, 45-year-old Indian female who told me she wants to be What? A Victoria's Secret model. I said, my dear, you're 45. You're already out of shape. What Victoria's Secret model? And that also you're from India. I've spoken about this client. There was another female from Delhi who complete fraud, complete whole CV, everything is fraud because she had written about Dubai. I was able to verify the information. She wanted to be Oprah. Imagine Oprah, the billionaire. And she even bullshitted on her resume. This is an actual incident I've spoken about, that she knows Obama and Michelle Obama. And she was invited by them. And I don't know how the hell she managed to go to US. And there she was saying, I want to be the next billionaire. And she got in touch with me. She paid me for my first session, but she wanted me to coach her for free, mentor her to reach the next level for free in exchange for something big. I said, no, thank you. It's all bullshit. And, initially, even I did get carried away because I was, if you have to bullshit that you're a CEO, you know the shakes, you've worked for such big positions, you've got $100,000 as a joining bonus, Obama. When it came to the part where she said Obama, finally I realized there's something fishy here. And that is where I verified her credentials. See, you need to be very realistic. I get a lot of rich people who contact me. There are a lot of manipulators, even some businessmen who try to think that they can take me for a ride and, oh, I'll give you this, I'll give you that. They try to impress me with, video where they show me their house and their car and this and that and partnership. And I've burnt my fingers so many times. I've made so many mistakes. Today, it's not possible. I keep it very real. So if anyone tells me, oh, this and that and all the big dreams and all that, yeah, give me the money first, then we'll do the talking. And I prefer earning less, but earning now rather than all the big dreams. So even with my clients, when my clients tell me, oh, I want to be a CEO, I want to earn millions of dollars. I've got Pakistani boys who, I want to be a WWE superstar. I want to be the first ever Pakistani Muslim who will go there. I want to join Elon Musk. And, the requests that I get are crazy. And sometimes are Indians. One Indian young boy, my group knows this. He told me that he wants 100 million investment. He was looking from my side. I said, boss, if I have 100 million that I could throw away, I wouldn't be doing this. And he was going to open a company bigger than Google. And he told me, I'm going to offer you the first shares. How much can you give me? I've got people like that, man. So forget that. Those are extreme. Even if someone tells me, I want a job that pays me a little bit higher, but if I feel that you don't have the personality or you don't have the credentials or whatever factor, your age, your education, whatever it is, I tell it to the person on the face because I hate bluffing. Yeah. That is why anyone comes to me, I keep it real. If they say, Loy, I'll pay you real, I'll take a loan, I'll sell my plot of land, I'll pay you X amount of money. You can guarantee me a job. I tell the boss, nobody does this. You pay someone money, nobody can guarantee you a better life, man. That's all bull. So number 5, I keep it as real as possible. It just saves me tons of headache. Yeah. Number 6, this my group members know, especially of WhatsApp. My wife knows. People who are close to me know. I don't have patience for stupidity. Absolutely no patience. If I get, in my WhatsApp group, sometimes I've even kicked out youngsters. They might be very good at it. Hey, what do you think of fapping? Fapping is masturbation. What do you think of fapping? Oh, why nobody loves me? Oh, when will I become confident? When will I grow up? Hey man, that girl was like this. I don't have time for stupidity. I just don't have patience. And when people talk crap, and even in my WhatsApp group, if they talk crap, you're out. Get out. I don't know. Like, there have been people who literally, they have achieved nothing. You'll see some of my hate videos out there. They have achieved nothing in life. They are earning peanuts. What they are earning for maybe 1 or 2 months is what I earn per hour. That is their profile. That is their personality. Their face, their appearance, and their personality looks worse than your genitals. It's that bad. Those guys are busy talking about other women and other people and lecturing people and giving them advice. Man, you can't even earn $100. Forget. You can't. You don't even have money to go for a movie. You don't have money to even travel. What are you lecturing people? There are some 20-year-olds who busy lecture 40-year-olds in my group. I put them in their place because I don't have patience for stupidity. And even with my wifey, even with her, I told her, please don't invite any friends, relatives, nothing. I don't have time. Uh, if they're not at my level, I'm not interested. Please. I'm not trying to, trying to show you that I'm larger than life or I'm the best in the world, but I'm the best at what I do. I value my time. I don't have time for people who believe in, oh, if you pray to God, you'll get this. Or if you drink cow urine, it'll heal your immune system. Oh, Lord, if you remove your tattoo, Jesus will come to you into your life. I don't have time for stupidity. I have no patience. And I'll tell you, ask any of my group members, even in my YouTube channel, anyone talks crap, I don't have time. I just bye bye. So that's about it. Number 7, you must value yourself more than your friends, more than your relatives, more than your loved ones. You must value everything about you. You must value your body, you must value your mind, you must value your time. And when you respect yourself more than anyone in the world, you'll hold yourself to very high regard, very high standards, and you'll behave that way. If that is why they say, if you have low self-esteem, you can't succeed in life. So remember, you must value yourself. And that involves educating your mind, that involves learning, that involves studying, that involves choosing the right people. I only deal with people, or I only interact with people who are far better than me, who have achieved far more greater, whose words of wisdom can really help me grow. And they are very few. I can literally count them. I don't waste my time, even if it's my own blood relative, but the person's a piece of shit or an irritant. Bye bye. There have been some of these relatives who have come down here to Samui to meet me. Hey, Loy, I'm staying just a few blocks away from you. I'm not interested in meeting you. I'm sorry. I don't want to meet you. You're a waste of time. Whether they feel bad, I don't care, because you're not going to give me any money. You're not there for me when I needed you. Why the hell should I entertain you, man? So I value myself a lot. And that is where, when you respect yourself, only then you'll see results. Number 8 is what we all must have, and that is fear. Fear of failure, fear of losing your health, fear of death, fear of, when people say, oh, if you have guts, come down here and say it on my face. Well, there is fear, man, where people think that, verbally, online, they can talk all big. I'll tell you, in one of my WhatsApp group, we have this horror group, gore and blood. Some of these videos that come from Philippines, Mexico, and these underworld gangs, and the way they treat people who are their enemies, I can't even say what they're doing. It is that bad. It is that horrific. So, when people say, oh, I have guts, I will face anyone, I don't care, you can shoot me. Boss, I've actually seen what they do. Oof, you cannot. And that is where I have fear. I have fear of people who are powerful. I have fear of people who are influential. I have fear of making mistakes. I have fear of driving fast. So you must have that fear. You must have that fear that you're human and anytime anything can happen. When you have fear, then you'll act with caution and you'll act carefully. Even when I keep my daughter on my motorbike or this thing, my wife, helmet, we take all the precaution because the fear factor should always be there. And I never think, people think, oh, Loy is overly confident and thinks nothing is going to happen. No, the fear of failure is there. I've been homeless on the streets. I've been hungry for days. I've not had place to say. I never had friends. The fear drives me and makes me stronger and a better human being. And then it comes to which fear will, give you the next point, but I'll speak about it later. Number 9 is something that you don't think about when you're young is health. When you're young, you'll party 3 or 4 times a week. You'll sleep 3 hours a day. You'll get up in the morning without sleeping at all. Late night, you'll keep drinking coffee, Red Bull. You'll have fun. You'll go out. You don't take care of yourself. You don't take care of your health. But as you get older now, you realize health is very fragile. You realize health is something that if you lose it once, like check any person who's older, they'll have joints pain, knee pain, headaches, they'll have blood pressure, they'll have diabetes, they'll have overweight. All these are realities of life. Even you can be a person with six-pack abs and have I know people who have spondylitis. I know people who have arthritis. I know people who have a disease that they cannot heal. This comes with age. You know, when you're young, you think you're invincible. You think you're Superman. Nothing will happen. That is why so many people who are fighters, boxers, and all that, when they're young, oh, they will say blood, and they say, I want blood. I want to taste blood. I want to fight until blood comes out. But when you're older, the price that you pay is terrible. So don't think for a minute that you're Superman. So that is why health comes very, very important. Number 10 is I always work with a sense of urgency and importance. Like I told you, if my wife says there's garbage to throw, I throw it out immediately. If something has to be done, something is not, I fix it immediately. I don't wait for the last minute. You must operate with a sense of urgency. Like they say, no, stitch in time saves nine. That is very real. If you do not know, if you do not do what is important and urgent immediately and finish the work fast, it will pile up. And that is something, that is where if you see people who are older, no, far more mature in terms of the age, they like to do fast, finish the task, close it. Whether it's an email, whether it is something to read, whether it is something to do, finish it fast, get it over with. Sense of urgency. Number 11 is having the common sense to, just the common sense to know which are the battles worth fighting for, which are the battles worth losing. Like, many times I tell people, choose your battles wisely, man. Just choose your battles. You don't have to be a winner every single time. Like, for example, in my WhatsApp groups, some guys will literally argue and fight and debate for hours and hours and hours. Yeah, even if you win the debate, what did you win? You ended up spending a whole day just debating. What's the point? Or let's say, for example, I don't like someone and I decide I'm going to literally fight and argue with him. It can go on for days, weeks, months. In the end, who's the winner? What did you achieve? Sometimes it's better to say sorry. Like, for example, I've actually had this where people have come and threatened and all that. And even though it's not my fault, they are the ones who are wrong. I say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Even though I'm not at fault. I've had Muslims who, some bullshit about their religion. When I was in Dubai, they wanted to get my dogs killed or given away. And, they were using undue influence, even though in the building I could have. And I was on the right, they were on the wrong. I still not only said sorry, I not only patched up, I gave him a couple of gifts. Now you'll say, Loy, that is being a coward. Well, guess what? There were very strong chances he could put poison for my dogs when I was not looking. If they're going for a walk, he could do so many things if he wanted to. Let's say, you just do not know. So instead of keeping an enemy and hurting his ego, I made him a friend. I made him feel happy. I told him sorry. Now, I know many people say, Loy, what if someone insults your wife? What if someone insults your daughter? Okay, let's say I fight with him and I put him in his place. But then I won. I won. Yay, very great. But then he resorts to contacting a gang with, drunk people who take drugs or just pays them. Okay, when they're not looking, run them over, shoot them. Do you know there are murders that even can take place for $100 or less? Is it worth it having these fights? And I personally know there are some people, especially on this island, you'll see a lot of people who are drunk and into drugs and all that. They don't care. They will also die and they'll kill you also. Like they'll literally take a car and ram it right into you with the car and they will also die. They believe in being the gutsy, courageous. Sometimes you need to have common sense to know when it is to say sorry and end the battle there itself. So that maturity comes only with age. So that is where I'm very careful what battles I choose, which should be won, which should be lost. Sometimes it's better to be a coward and have all your hands and legs in place than to be so brave, but to lose your hands or legs. Or, like I told you, in that horror group of mine, some of them can't bear what they do to human beings. Number 12, this is something you'll not believe I have, but only people who are close to me know. You must stay grounded and you must be humble. I know I don't come across as a very humble person. I know that many people think I'm a show off, especially, when I give back to people, when you're having these arguments online. And But I've not forgotten my roots. I've not forgotten my poverty. I've not forgotten where I came from. I'm very aware that tomorrow, if I die, I go 6 feet down. I can't take any of this money. I can't take any of these fancy gadgets that I have. I can't take the house. I can't take the property. And I've experienced death more than an average person, at least 4 times. So I'm very aware of my morality. So mortality, I think that's the right word. So you have to be humble. You cannot think that you're invincible. And that humility comes only when you've faced something that's a matter of life and death. I have literally had to beg for rice. Just imagine rice, no money to eat food. So I'm very grounded that way. I'm very humble. But I may not show my humility to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. I know when to show I'm humble and when not to show. Okay. And last, if not the least, I always believe in using head over heart. And that is what you'll see with every successful person. Emotions are great, feelings are great, but if you act on emotions, like, whether it's a marriage, you get married to someone, even my wife, I didn't get married to her because I was in love with her. I didn't know her. I just got married. I proposed to her immediately within a few minutes of talking to her. And we met in 3 days, we got married in 7 days. You think emotions and feelings? There was none. I don't know her. I used my head, and thankfully, perfect. You must use your head over heart if you have to succeed. Do not go by emotions, because emotions and feelings change over time. You might love something today, you'll hate it something tomorrow. You might have strong feelings about something today, you will have no feelings for it. You might be positive about this thing, you'll be negative tomorrow. So always use logic, use your head, use common sense, and think. You have critical thinking, which takes time, which takes maturity. Otherwise, it doesn't come that easy. So I prefer using head over heart. So anyway, these are the 13 points that I believe are very, very vital. If you have to succeed, you have to become something in life. And you'll notice these are the traits that people who are mature, people who are successful have, not people who are young. So I don't know if you had the patience to watch this whole video. If you had, well, do let me know. Oh, I have customer cash payment. Very good. I'm very happy. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You agree, disagree, and feel free to let me know your thoughts as well. And if you have any questions, comment down below. Like I said, I always believe in giving you guys value, and I hope that this video also added some bit of value. And if you watched this whole video right up to the end, do comment down below so I know who you are. Having said that, this is me signing off. You guys take care. Ciao.